And shall continue.
The week of bitter strikes that spread across Britain began here at this oil refinery. Now there is a tentative solution to the strike that triggered the protests. It all started when an Italian firm picked to operate this facility for energy giant Total brought in workers from Italy. Now union leaders say Total is promising at least half the jobs originally subcontracted to Italians will be offered to British workers. That may be a victory for those on strike here, but it may not be enough to address simmering anger from workers across the country.
I think this has hopefully got through to the employers who are telling us that this is how it's going to be, that I think they will sit up and take notice.
British jobs for British workers was the rallying cry for these protests. It was originally a campaign slogan by Prime Minister Gordon Brown, but a phrase that took on new meaning when the credit crisis pushed more than 2 million into unemployment. One British government official called the protests, quote, the politics of xenophobia. The widespread strike sparked heavy criticism of the Prime Minister in Parliament on Wednesday. Prime Minister Brown insisted the country would not turn inward as it faced its deepest recession in decades.
The biggest danger that the world faces is a retreat into protectionism.
Strikers insist, however, that the protests were not about race or nationality, but a fair deal for all workers. There were suspicions the Italian laborers were being paid less.
All we're asking for is transparency. What's the problem? What's the problem with finding out workers who work alongside you, what rate of pay they're on? That's the whole point of the national agreement, that anybody that goes onto these sites comes under an agreement where everybody knows exactly what wages they get, what paying conditions they work under.
Strikers urged the Italian workers to join the protests as well, but the barriers between British and Italian workers is more than cultural. That over there is the floating hotel where the Italian workers are staying. It is a former prison ship, and the workers have to be bussed into the oil refinery every day. Now, tensions have gotten so high that the workers have to be escorted with security. Britain's European neighbors have watched nervously as the protests played out. This has been a major test for the British government and the EU's free market. The deal between Total and local union leaders may offer a temporary solution, but the roots of the problem remain. A global credit crisis that has left millions angry and unemployed, looking for someone to blame. Atika Shubert, CNN, Lincolnshire, England.